Two wheels are better than four. From the mountains to the shore, find us rolling up to the pub. We're 17 Scooters Club.
Back a little. Hi guys, welcome to 17 Scooters Club. It's Olivia and Natalie here tonight, and we're actually together. We're together, physically here.
Fix my bun.
And we're doing an outdoor session.
We are.
We have some wine. We have some cheese. I probably shouldn't have done that because that probably doesn't sound great in your ear, but
someone did that in a meeting today. The meeting where I was sitting in the car. Sorry if you can hear little footies zooming around.
we also have dogs running around us. It's okay. That's life. We're enjoying the sunset.
But I had someone from work set up a meeting today, and they were like, "Oh, sorry, I'm like eating a late breakfast," and all I heard in the microphone because they were wearing headphones was like,
"Are you?"
And like crunching.
I guess like for some people this is work, but like, oh my god, Zion,
he's so
her
happy.
dog is running circles around us right now. He doesn't know it's coming. He doesn't know you're leaving.
I know. He's gonna be depressed for 2 weeks.
I know, but hey, he's happy now. There is a I got my eyebrows done for the first time in my life today, and it changed my life. Like, okay, I know what you're thinking. If you guys are watching, yes, they are dark.
Now
if you're not watching them, they are. Yeah,
I was look the same now.
I was surprised though.
So funny.
I don't think we look the same. My eyes are prettier.
Yeah, you have the blue eyes. I have the poop eyes.
Yeah, but I have acne and acne scars, which I'm trying. This is not an ad. Actually, 1-800-muesli.com. I keep getting targeted for it. It's like, my phone's such an asshole because, like, you're sitting there scrolling on your, like, Instagram, right? And it's looking at you. Like, that your camera looks at you. And I didn't say anything. Like, I've been wearing SPF daily for, like, 6-7 years. But recently, I've had, like, my forehead, like, has been changing colors in the sun. No, like, do you see it, though? It's, like, sort of getting, not melasma, but, like, I get a bunch of freckles. You could see it in the sunshine. You could see it. But
let's move the cheese so the
headphones aren't. I know the headphones are getting in the cheese. I hate to see you go. But anyways, my phone's been targeting me. And so I'm trying stuff to like resurface my skin. So I'm gonna be a whole new girl. But anyways, I've had blonde eyebrows, so the only thing I've ever done is like draw them in. And it's been bad. I've tried to like wax them before. Anyways, yeah. She was really cool. I fell asleep while she was waxing. Like, she got through one eyebrow and I'm like, okay. And then I started like dreaming before. I was dreaming about Katie for sure. And I don't remember quite what about now, but I was dreaming about her. And then all of a sudden I woke up to like her hand on my arm and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. It was just so relaxing. I fell asleep. And she's like, it's okay. It happens all the time. And yeah, it was great.
Because as we talk about eyebrows, obviously, like, I feel like everyone knows this, but they don't, like, take action on it. Eyebrows, like, make a face. So
I've been ugly my whole life.
Well, when we went to San Diego,
she's like, yes.
they saw my obsession. Like, anytime we go anywhere, my two things, I brush my eyebrows and I put on my lip ties.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Peptides.
Is this pre or post, like, getting your eyebrows No.
Oh, post getting them laminated.
Yeah, because she told me
because I didn't need to.
I have to brush them.
Well, I always did brush them, and then I got them laminated, and I was like, I literally just have to brush them.
When she told me I have to brush them twice a day, I'm like, that bitch, she's making shit up. She's like, no, I figured that out.
You just brush them when they're out of place, because I have bushy eyebrows, because they look good on me.
Yeah, I will say, I did think that all these people were getting these eyebrows by using like the eyebrow wax. And so I've tried to wax my eyebrows. Y'all probably have seen it if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't, I post like once every 3 months. Why are you missing out on it? No, just kidding.
I post like once a year.
I get in posting streaks. I'll post like a lot. And then when Natalie's in town, yeah, you're about to hear her crunch.
I'll step away from that.
Anyways, brows. Where was I? This is hard to keep track of. But yeah, I think that, like, I just thought that since I had blonde brows, excuse me, cheese stuck in my throat. Since I had blonde brows, that like there was no saving me, and I just was too lazy to go get my brows done, and she saved me. And I'll check back in once I wash them in a few days. And yeah, that's that on that.
It's a brow journey.
It's a brow
What
journey.
was your dream of Katie about?
I just said I don't remember. It was something funny. It
We
was
need an
definitely
update
her
on
with
Katie's
the farm.
dreams, because wasn't she supposed to manifest for me, or like
Hey,
whatever she does?
Sorry. We're right on the property line, so the neighbor's Great Pyrenees. Farm dog sometimes storms the fence, and my dog loves chasing him around.
Isn't she a lady? A lady dog?
Yeah, she's a lady dog. She's really sweet. She literally, when my partner is out here, like just alone without the other dogs, she'll sit there and bark at him until he comes over and pets her. And I'm like, you are so sassy. I love it. Anyways, Justin Bieber's new album. Has anyone listened? Did you even listen to any of it?
No.
You're not missing anything. Like, it is so synth and like stoned out lyrics in my bathroom type of recording. Like, I don't really get it. There's not a bop on it, and I'm just like, all I'm thinking is like, maybe it's an album that you need to like listen to for a long time and it grows on you, like some Taylor Swift albums. Like, that's kind of how I feel about Taylor Swift albums usually. But like, usually I'll know, but I don't know. I don't think anything's coming out of there, and that just like solidifies something's going on.
I've seen like Instagram reels about it. I haven't listened to it yet, but where people were like making fun of it at first, and they're like, oh, but when the beat like sneaks up on you, and they're like dancing in their kitchen to it, and they're like, this is great like background music.
Yeah,
like,
but who wants to be known for great background music?
I think he doesn't want to be famous anymore. I think that's how I would be.
Yeah.
So he's like, let me just make some shitty music that's not like good, and then people will slowly forget about me. But, like,
and I'll
stop
make money
bothering me.
in the process. Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Have you heard anything about the earthquake today?
No. I didn't even get a notification.
Alaska. It wasn't here.
No, but
Do you
normally I
usually
get
get-
notifications if it's bigger than a 4.
Wait. Let me look on my app. I can't remember what the app is.
Quake feed.
I like literally have a...
It's because I had no storage and it deleted itself.
What
Like
the hell? What the helly jelly? What do the warrior girls say? What the helly kelly? That was one of their episodes. And I love that.
I just say, what the hell?
What
I think it's
the
funny.
hell?
Everyone, or not everyone, but when people are like, you're not like from the country until you say, what the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Where's that from?
It's just an accent.
No, it's a girl. It's like that little girl with like dark hair. I'm pretty sure it's like a meme. She goes, what the hell? And it's really funny. I can't think of what this is called. It's not Community. But it literally gives me so many... I think I do this every time. Citizen. A girl, somebody was struck by lightning and died.
When?
In
Here?
New Jersey, lightning struck an archery range, killing a man and injuring over a dozen others, ranging in age from 7 to 61.
Damn.
But the one I'm speaking of is tsunami advisory in Alaska. Parts of the coast are under advisory following a magnitude 7.3 earthquake.
That's normal for Alaska.
There is no threat to other U.S. or Canadian Pacific coasts, and that happened at 3 p.m. Tate, stop growling. You be a good boy. We got Bad Boys Club over here today. We're living on the edge. But yeah, tell me what's going on in Mount St. Helen. What's going on, like, fault range wise?
Well, not Mount St. Helens, but Mount Rainier had a bunch of very shallow earthquakes a couple days ago.
I need the cheese.
Yeah, the cheese is necessary. So potentially could erupt, because when you have a volcano that has a bunch of like tiny shallow earthquakes, it's usually magma movement within the caldera. So potential Rainier eruption, or it's just getting spicy. I don't know, having a good time. Trying to scare people. Maybe it's pranking people.
Where again is Rainier?
Rainier is Washington.
Where are you going?
Yeah, that's why I was like, of course, like everywhere I go, there's always something chaotic happening. I cause chaos where I go. I bring it back to the Mayan caves.
Not the Mayan caves.
Bad luck.
Tell us what you're doing in Washington.
I have no idea. Well, I'm going to...
We just picked out outfits for concerts.
for concerts, but I have like a week of freedom. and I don't know what I'm gonna fill it with. So,
Mm.
but I'm sure I'll talk about it on the podcast.
Filling it with lots of fun and garlic bread.
Yeah.
Sticks. Brought to you by Chardonnay and Breadsticks. Get your breadsticks at 1-800-breadsticks.com. 1-800.com. That'd actually be really funny. As you can tell, we didn't plan any. Did you plan any? Do you have any like idea of conspiracies in your head that is like
I always
moving
have
around?
some conspiracies,
Yeah.
but I don't
Any
have,
recent?
like
We
none
don't,
of them are recent.
We don't need like any rundown. Like, is there anything that you've seen out in the world and been like, that's a conspiracy?
No, not recently.
You don't have anything for us? Fill some space while I search, because I have some stuff, I believe. I keep sending them to myself.
You have some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Okay, well, I found it already. Oh my god. Okay. Their National Geographic posted this. I'm going to read it to you. I will post. I'm taking a screenshot of it right now. Oh shit, it's a screen record. I gotta take a screen recording of it right now so I can post it. But I'm recording it. It says, on July 1st, scientists operating a planetary defense facility saw something glimmering in the shadow of Jupiter, about 420 million miles from Earth. It certainly wasn't a near-Earth asteroid, nor was it a regular comet. Within a matter of hours, it became clear that this Voyager wasn't even from our solar system. Its orbit was too steep, its speed was too great. Astronomers quickly concluded that this was an interstellar object, a sojourner from another star. I don't know what sojourner means. Find out more about the mysterious object and how to get there at the link in the bio. Well,
link in the bio.
Vote here. Should I follow the link in the bio?
Follow the link in the bio.
Follow the link in the bio. It was a little while ago, so let's see. Did you see it over my shoulder? It was
a little bit.
Yeah.
You have the privacy screen. I do not.
I do. I like to text at work, allegedly. And, well, I'm not seeing it. Link in bio. Oh, here it is. View the link. Science. Tate, don't you dare. He's perking up. He sees something over there. Enter your email to read this article. Fine, you can have my email.
That's so complicated.
Why isn't it autofilling? Because you know damn well I'm not typing the whole thing in there. Thank you for signing up. You're welcome.
Basically just saw a random object in the shadow of Jupiter.
Okay, you're really downplaying it. It was a Voyager, okay? These entities are, for the moment, vanishingly rare. It is the third ever confirmed, serendipitously. They're just going for word count at this point.
They really are.
Scientists caught as it was making its way into the solar system, which means they'll get to study it for several months and uncover its many secrets. So this is ongoing. This is a new segment here and now and everywhere. Astronomers around the world will be pointing their telescopes, large and small, at this object, providing us with clues. You gotta start small, you know? You gotta start small and move up. You can't just buy a big telescope, because how are you gonna know if you're gonna like it? About its planetary system, says Sarah Greenstreet. Oh, an astronomer at the University of Washington.
Wow.
Here's everything we know so far about the solar system's latest interstellar visitor, how scientists plan on resolving its mysteries in the upcoming weeks and months. You know what? I'm just not really interested anymore. I'm gonna follow up if it gets more interesting and they're like, oh, we saw it was a vehicle with some like aliens.
It was a scooter.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're scooting.
Their scooters
from a different universe.
Cooler than ours.
Okay, calling? Okay, no, we talked about this last week. You gave us like the very basic updates on Brian Kohlberger.
Yeah.
And then I listened to the Crime Junkie podcast, and they are in that podcast. They were like mind thinking. They were
mind thinking.
Brainstorming. That's the word. Brainstorming about like why, what was the motive, what went on.
Well, yeah, because basically when he signed the plea deal, or like, yeah, because he signed away, like,
to
avoid getting the death penalty, so he doesn't have to give any statements or like make any admissions.
Yeah. And some people were just happy to get closure, put it behind like bars for life. And some people were like, well, I want to know why.
Or,
They
like,
needed that
have
why
everything,
for closure. Be like, anyways, they think Maddie, the one girl who is a server, was a target, and they think that they know that they met her because she was frequently a server at one of the restaurants that he frequented around Moscow. And I forget the name. It was like a rooster, maybe?
It's Mad Greek.
Mad Greek. And so basically, like, they're like the groups used to go there to study all together, and then he would be creepy to the server. And then
I think he would just go on his own.
He would go on his own.
Yeah.
And he had this like misogynistic view on the world, allegedly, that he just didn't want, like, he thought women shouldn't be in these like fields, and he was like, you should be a stay-at-home like mom. I want you to like, why don't you just love me and stay at home? That's what they were saying that was uncovered. And basically Brian Kohlberger, are you okay with me sharing this?
Yeah.
Okay, when I was listening to that episode, yeah, don't mind the crunches. This girl deserves crunches. When I was listening to that Crime Junkie episode, I was just like, holy shit, how close. This was so incredibly close to being Natalie. And you guys are probably like, what? And I know we touched upon this. Natalie was his server, at a bartender at a different restaurant. Same time, server. And she got a call from the FBI while she was in Christmas.
Multiple calls.
Yeah, multiple. And I remember her getting the call and then calling me and be like, is this a prank, you think? Like, should I answer? Yeah, like, I mean, I think most people who don't really imagine themselves involved in anything like that would assume it's a prank. Like,
I'm also just someone that doesn't answer my phone if I don't recognize the number, so just don't
yeah,
call
so
me.
You're like, why are you calling? You're calling me,
basically.
telling me you're the FBI. But anyways, that happened, and where am I going? But a girl warned her that he was being creepy, and Natalie was just like, sorry, I'm telling your story, but it's making sense. Tell me, butt in if I'm wrong. The girl that was with them in the study group came up to her and was like, listen, I don't know if you're interested in him, but he's really creepy, has like really weird views, and is just making like really weird comments, like, don't pursue him. And Natalie was like, it's okay, I'm not interested. I'm just doing my job. Anyways, before he was caught after the murders, he was fired for being that way from the research department before there was any eyes on him.
Get like, in screaming matches, and like, because he was a TA, so he would give all of the women in his classes bad grades, and he would get into like arguments with them and be like, well, you're just a woman, so you shouldn't even be in this class. Yeah, and like stuff like that.
That's crazy.
But like, even with his teachers too, I think he had like a
female teachers.
Yeah, he had like a professor that he was like getting in screaming matches with, and they're just like, dude.
That just like, that reminds me, like,
he just couldn't control his anger. Basically, he was a guy. They call it incel, as you will. Just did not know how to interact with women and blamed women for it.
Yeah. And I think like he probably had the hots for Maddie and was like, oh, she doesn't have the hots for me back. Like, I'm gonna show him. And there was this serial killer that
I don't know if you saw the whole documentary, but
I didn't watch any of the documentary.
I just listened to his internet searches, and he would look up we'll call it schmorn, of like women passed out, women like being detained, or like
like locked, like with a
restrained. No, like passed out, like yeah, like very aggressive things.
Did they know if he like?
So I think
had sex with any of the bodies?
They know that he did not, but that could have been his plan, because it could have just been like he walked in expecting just Maddie, because Kaylee wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah,
saw Kaylee, was pissed at her because she ruined his plan.
Mm-hmm.
So he like murdered Maddie, and then Kaylee was there, so he like, apparently her injuries were very extensive. Mm-hmm. So he probably like took it out on her, and then obviously went downstairs and found Xana, and then from what they said, he had like carved Ethan's legs, and they were saying,
I heard that,
at least in the
really brutal
documentary, probably because he was jealous. He's like, oh, this is a guy that like got to be around these women, and I didn't,
and he was the only one there, only male there. I think he was just like very jealous, like very messed up. That just goes to say, like, if
Doggy's going
The
crazy.
dogs are eating avocados now. No avocados. Oh, no, that's a ball. Anyways, way to lighten the subject with the dogs.
Yes.
It just goes to show, like, if someone's being weird, like, even, like, if someone's being off in your everyday life, like, being weird about women or weird about, like, your job, like, and you feel, like, like, honestly, like, that's not that big of a deal. You're like, okay, you're fired, like, go home, like, get out of here. Like, that's a red flag that there's something deeper, like, for sure. But anyways, going back onto that, is that FBI called Natalie because her number was a contact in his phone,
and there were messages sent from
and
his
there a
phone to my
message,
phone,
and he texted
which I don't
her.
remember because obviously I don't answer texts or
She's
calls
the queen.
from
Like, I don't know if you saw her vlog. I fall victim to scam all the fucking time, and Natalie's like, "What are you doing? That's from
I just
where's
I
it usually
don't know
from?"
the number and you don't say, "Hey, I'm gonna text you," I just delete it. So
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, I have to pay my toll. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I missed that. But
call me from a random number, I won't answer.
I am the grandma. I screenshot that and I send it to Natalie or I send it to Hassam, and I'm like, y'all need to filter it. She's had text messages from him and her number was in his phone because she was his server, and he got the name. I guess, like, he probably, like, asked for your name, or, like,
well, yeah,
probably, like, as maybe it was on a receipt, because if you're the server, my name's always on a receipt. And then you make small talk, they're like, oh, like, what are you here for, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
that's why I always fucking lie and say I'm from here. It's
good idea.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I went to AG High. Yeah, I grew up here.
Which sometimes I would, like, make up stuff, but
sometimes I get bored with lying, and then I'm like, yeah, I feel like having a conversation. We could talk about New York a little bit.
well, because he's from the East Coast too, and I think he mentioned
Pennsylvania.
that. He's like, yeah, I'm from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, interesting.
Not looking good for us East Coasters.
No.
He went on WSU website because Natalie is a brainy pants, did some work with there. Wait, explain why you're, I feel like I'm interviewing you, but I kind of am. Why was your information on the website? And what did you do at WSU at that point that you needed your information on the website?
Well, I was in grad school doing grad school research, and, like, grad students go on, like, the department website if you're doing, like, research of any sort as just, like, contacts, because you're, like, kind of part of the department. So I had a profile up that just, like, was, like, my name, my office number, my email, and then I think my phone number was up there, and I think that's either how he got it or somewhere on the website, like on the school website. And then that's what I'm assuming. That's what the FBI people said. And then texted my number, and then I deleted the texts. I don't even, I kind of remember him saying, like, oh, hey, it's Brian. And I just deleted it.
I feel like we'd remember that because our cousin's name's Brian.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, why is,
like bartending, I mean, that would just happen sometimes. So, I mean, anyone that I don't know, I just delete.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't talk to me. I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
And that I don't know you. So
yeah, that happens a lot. Like, I actually want to
Google. Well, because I'm the person, I'm too nice to people. I'm not like, if someone comes up to me and is like, oh, hi, like, how are you? And, like, is trying to come off as interested. I try and, like, be nice, and I'm just like, oh, it's probably just a person that wants a normal conversation. I don't assume that it's, like, guys that are interested, and it always gets me into trouble, and I always get the creepy people. But this time I was like, well, it's just my phone number, text, like, I don't owe this person anything. I can just delete it. I'm probably never going to see him again. So luckily I deleted it. But yeah, that would happen all the time. I would just get, like, creepy people, like, regulars coming into the bar all the time, like, trying to act like my best friend. Or, like, I don't know, people that are like, oh my gosh, let's hang out.
Yeah.
Just weird people. But yeah, luckily with him, deleted the message right away and did not become a thing. So,
but, like, had you have just been, like, nice, or, like, not nice, but, like, if you felt like, 'cause some people do, like, I even remember being, like, younger, you're like, oh, I need to, like, answer this person because I'm like, I don't want to feel bad about it. Like, even if you're like, thanks, like, I'm so happy you're interested, but, like, I'm taken, or, like, I'm not interested. Like, even that could set it off.
I always feel bad, and I'm like, oh, like, I don't want to,
like, sorry.
be mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always want to answer someone or like be nice, but it gets you into trouble. You don't have to be nice.
You don't have to be nice, but extremely long story short, I was listening to that, and that could have easily fucking been you.
Probably would have had a different
God,
outcome.
you had Zion, and allegedly maybe some self-defense training or tools. And B, that's not, nobody fucking knows that. Like, I hope we're allowed to say this, but like, Crime Junkie digs really deep. And they were really questioning that. But the fact that he was it seemed like he was going around and targeting servers and stuff.
Yeah. Like
he
had done that in the past. That came out in like Pennsylvania. I guess he had gone to a brewery there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess there was some issue with some of the servers there or something where he was harassing them.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a regular at our brewery. And yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm happy you're not dead.
Yeah.
And now you have like self-defense, like training that you still need to teach me. And you're definitely a better shot than I am. You better watch your toes if you come towards me, because I always shoot people's feet, but yeah.
Then they can't run away.
And you know what? If I shot your toe off, it would still fucking hurt. But yeah, that is our inside scoop on Brian Kohlberger.
Yeah.
I know we spoke about it like a podcast or two ago, but I do remember like, because especially when we lived further apart, we would FaceTime each other a lot, but like now we see each other in person a lot. So like, I feel like we FaceTime a little bit less, but like Natalie FaceTimed me and she was like, I just got like a lockdown, like murder. Where were you again? You were walking on campus.
I was walking on the Idaho campus.
Because you used to bring me there because it was like a beautiful campus.
It was really pretty. Yeah. And I liked Idaho better than Washington. So I would always just walk around there. I'd walk Zion there on the campus. And yeah, I would get my coffee at Red Star, best coffee.
Can you tell everyone your coffee order to like lighten the mood a little bit? Because you're psychotic for this.
I would just get like iced espresso with oat milk, but
how many shots
it
of
would
espresso?
be like 4 shots of espresso.
She would, and they would know her order. Like she was there daily.
They knew my order
because they couldn't
Zion's
make Washington coffee in Washington.
No, they could. I really liked that little drive-through coffee spot.
It was cute. You took me there a few times.
They had great coffee.
And then the best outdoor shop is like right behind it, isn't it?
Yeah, so that was my my routine. I would go get my coffee and I would take Zion for a walk in Tri-State Outfitters because they always had like fun outdoor stuff. And then I would walk them around on campus. They had a big field. I would throw the frisbee for them.
That store, fun fact, that's the first time I saw a double decker like camping chair. I see them everywhere now, but like in that store, I
don't think I've ever seen one.
No, I saw them there and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. It's like a love seat for camping. I'm like, that's really cute actually. But yeah, and then where was the Target? Was the Target in Washington or is that there as well?
No, everything was in Idaho. So
that's what I thought. Target was
Pullman
right
had
there.
a Walmart, and I seem to live in towns that only have Walmarts. That's like my thing.
That's why I'm trying to get her to move out here. At least home base, just park another
small towns.
Park another tiny house.
I like some small towns.
We're kind of small town.
It is. I like it.
We're kind of small town.
I just like open space.
We're surrounded by horse pastures.
We're looking at open space right now. I don't like traffic.
I don't know how my dog got on the fence, but he snuck away from me.
He snuck away.
If you hear me screaming, that's why.
But yeah, that's I guess the update.
Yeah. But I think that's crazy.
I know. Well, I mean, it could have ended very differently if he broke into my apartment.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't even be a trial.
Yeah.
It would be an unboxing.
That'd be crazy.
Welcome to my unboxing.
Yeah. I mean,
it's a funeral.
It all adds up. Like you've had friends in the military and they've like taught you self-defense like for a long time before then. Yeah. Like when you're living up in Washington. I think it's really fun that you like do those courses. Like that's what does suck around here is like you can't really shoot guns in California.
Yeah.
Like and you can't have like a big open field where you like do trainings like that. Like you were doing the only thing I could relate it to is like across the floors as like a dancer, but like with shooting, like I don't know. Just making
But
you
you can
like,
also
super
do that
comfy.
like in your own like house. It's called like CQP, where you just like you enter your house and like you kind of go through and you're like clearing out every single room. Like you can do that.
I only have one room in my house. I have a one room
But
show.
That'll be a quick one.
Yeah.
That way you know.
I mean, it's probably really good to start with, and then you like, but sometimes like, I'm only saying this because y'all don't know where I live. I don't even close my door when I leave. Like,
Yeah.
I think about that sometimes when I get home at like 10:30 after a bartending shift, and my boyfriend works nights as well. The dogs are in the main house, and I have my tiny house out on the property. I leave the door open for my cat. And so I come in, it's probably like messed up of me. I'm not thinking axe murderer. I'm not thinking like human. I'm thinking like that there's going to be some sort of like cryptid in there. I'm like, did those like flesh pedestrians get inside my house? Or like,
I'm being
I don't even
booped
know.
aggressively.
Zion, you go.
He wants to be part of the pod.
He does. He deserves it. Anyways, I have.
He's also a scary guard dog.
He is honestly, Zion. If he barked at me, he has a scary bark. Have you ever been scared of a dog before?
No,
I've been scared of a dog once.
I don't think so. I might have, but I don't remember.
I was probably like 7 or 8, and my friend, we'll call her Regina. Like, that's not her name. And sorry, if you're watching on YouTube, sorry, it's getting dark. I just see my phone from my nose, okay? Like, deal with it. And it's just a little much. But she had, I don't really have notes anymore. Okay, we'll switch them out. Yours is so much brighter.
I think it's the same.
Is it? I'm just like, I'm lost. I gotta take a picture of the sunset. We'll post it on our. This is like
very pretty.
Yeah, maybe I'll start posting. Oh, and I could take a picture of us recording. This is so vibey, but we don't want a flash. We don't need a flash. And then I'll go right like this. Don't worry, guys. This will be on our Instagram. She had what are those dogs with the eyebrows? They look like they're like as big as like a cane corso, but they have like the big boxy heads. They're black.
Cane corsos have pretty boxy heads.
It was a Rottweiler. Honestly, in my adult life, I've only met Rottweilers that are super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god,
he just really wants to be part of the pod.
You could be part of the pod.
He's like, I'm cute.
We are the exact same color right now.
Or he's trying to get close to the cheese.
You're getting close. Oh my god, way to trick us.
No, he just wants attention. And he's sniffing the crackers and the cheese.
Anyways, we had an Australian Shepherd growing up that was like the sweetest. All of us would lay on the floor with him, and like I would personally stick my fingers up his nose. His name was Cooper.
I used to ride him.
R.I.P. He was the sweetest dog ever. And my
worst
parents,
to play manhunt with.
Yeah,
he would find us all in bark.
Worst to go down. Was he the one that chased us down the hill? I think they both.
That was Cherry. Cherry was a crazy girl.
Cherry's my first girl. Anyways, Cooper was so sweet. So I'd go to other people's houses and be like, oh, I'm a fucking dog whisperer. They love me. And I'm still that way. Anyways, they had the dog upstairs, and they like accidentally let him out of like the daughter's room because they were like barricading it while I was over. And I'm like, it's okay, like let the dog out. I love dogs. And they accidentally let it out. And he's just like saw me as an intruder and started chasing me. So I like ran downstairs and like ran up on the couch and like, it's okay. He's only bitten one person before. I'm like, that's a little scary. I don't think I like your dog anymore. Besides that,
I want to know whose dog that was.
If you could hear that, I'm sorry. I'm not bleeping it out. Your dog was scary, but
it's okay. I'm sure
your house was cool. You had in-ground trampoline. There were snakes under it, but we loved it. We fucking loved it. I never got bit. I don't know. That's fine.
I feel like when we were little, like our house was the hangout house.
Mm-hmm.
At least for my friends.
No, that's like the coolest flex. And my problem was
because all of my friends would come over and be like, wait, we don't have to take off our shoes. Wait, we can like eat snacks.
I don't know how you got all these fancy friends.
It's because of where we lived. And I was just like, yeah, we literally just live in the woods and we run around with no shoes on.
We have a dinner bell, and a lot of the times we'll be in the train.
Yeah, we could like I don't know.
Catch me in the wooden train.
Who would do flips on the hammock.
Same with me. Like, I think all my friends were like very Italian, and so like they had strict moms, and they were like, you gotta like, you know, just the very Italian moms, and like ours was just so like
no rules,
crazy, redneck but whimsy. Like mom would go. We were
Very
just talking
whimsical.
about this. Like we would go on hikes just to go yodel in the woods with my mom. And it's amazing.
Well, we would also just go on like little outings where we'd just be like, oh, we're gonna go for a hike, and then we're gonna go to like this playground in this town, and then go to Stewart's and get ice cream, and like go to like Freierhofer's and get bread. And, like,
I know.
Go to the corner.
And well, it's discount bread because of Freierhofer's, like
Such good bread.
their headquarters were in our town, so they would be like, these are leftovers. We didn't sell them. We didn't ship them. Like, let's go. Like.
Yeah.
It's at a discount,
Good
and it was
bread.
amazing. But anyways, I think
milk.
like one of the biggest things that mom taught me, I don't know about you, is she would always say like, don't be afraid to drive there. Like people around here, they're like, oh my god, I don't want to like pay $5 in gas to like drive out here, and it's ridiculous.
Oh, that's funny.
Or like, I
Because
don't want to
never
spend
remember-
45 minutes in the car. But mom always used to say, she was like, don't not do something because of how far it is. Like, just get in the car and go do it.
That's funny because I don't remember her saying that, but I always do that because everyone.
Maybe
I don't know. I know
her
a lot of people,
activity is just like
I guess so.
instilled that. But she used to tell me that a lot.
Because I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, it's like 20 minutes away. That's like so far. And I'm like, if someone said come hang out, I would drive 4 hours to go hang out with them. Or like to go somewhere. Like I just go up into the mountains and like find something to do for weekends. And
I hate to drive, but I love, like, I always say I hate to drive, but like I love like putting I don't listen to podcasts in my house. I just listen to them in the car. And like, I don't know, there's something like therapeutic about driving, especially like highway driving or back roads without traffic. But like driving through towns, I could do without that the rest of my life. But yeah, going and doing things. So many people out here are just like, oh, you live in the town over, I'm not driving 25 minutes there, that's crazy. And I'm like, no, it's crazy that you're not going to live your life because I'm 20 minutes away from you. You're psychotic.
Like if anyone has a cool activity that's like literally anywhere, we'll drive there. Don't you worry.
That being said, I'm watching.
Do you remember that would happen? Sometimes you would be like, hey, do you want to come? When I lived in Washington, she was like, hey, do you want to like come to California? And I think I decided like while I was at work, I was like, yeah, I'll just leave tonight after work.
Yeah.
And I drove to California like 21 hours.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's not a big deal.
Like, it's fine.
When I drove to her, I didn't want to waste a single moment on vacation. I'm like, fuck, I'm not taking 2 days to drive to you. And I think it was 19 hours. I left at 3 a.m. and I got to you at 8 p.m. and I only stopped to pee and get gas.
Well, because you came to Woodinville. Woodinville is closer than Pullman. Because Pullman is like the 6 hours
because you had to go out.
And then down.
I've gone there too. Did I fly there? I think I flew there.
You went to Pullman?
Yeah. Your teeny tiny little apartment where you got Winston. Yeah. I flew up there.
Because...
Yes. Okay. So her boss, was it the same place?
No. This was the Brian Kohlberger place.
Her boss at the place.
He was so cool. Shout out to Johnny.
Johnny. You know
so
what?
fun.
I say Winston's an asshole, but he's so sweet.
Well, his brother's name is Cheese.
Cheese. What was Winston's original name? Was it Cheddar?
No, but I had a coworker that we called Cheddar.
Oh,
I thought it was
the
other
Winston.
place. Well, it could have been.
I think they're all like cheese names. Anyways, I had wanted a cat for a really long time, but I'm like, I'm not paying $200 to adopt like a cat. Like, they're just walking on the streets, you know? And basically, I've been talking about it forever. Like, I've always had a dog and a cat, and like I just miss the energy of like a cat, just like kind of like
you got
like
cat
scrolling through
now.
your legs and like purring. Like, I missed somebody laying on me and purring, and I get that now. But anyways, I wanted a cat, and Natalie was like, wait, my boss has cats, you want me to adopt one? And I'm like, yeah. Yes. And she's like, they're orange, you cool with that? I'm like, yeah. So anyways, I got pulled into an MLM scheme, pyramid scheme for about like a week of my life. Like, I wanted to quit bartending, so I'm like, I could sell things, I could do this. Like, and all the girls are like, yeah, we go on vacation. Yeah.
I lied and said I was allergic to coconut oil, so I couldn't do it.
You little bitch. I just needed help. I could have done it. Anyways,
They're
like
relentless. They're
my
like,
problem was no. Yeah, I didn't. This is where it goes. It all comes back around. You could say no. You could say no. My hairdresser, best fucking haircut, hair dye in my life. Like, it was beautiful. It looked so good. But she used the Monet products on me, and she was a part of the pyramid scheme. I'm like, these are great. Like, I love this. And she's like, yeah, you could just buy these products. I'm like, okay, I'll buy them. Like, I don't mind. And she's like, but if you become like a member, they're a lot cheaper because you just pay this upfront price, and then like you just pay half price for everything else. I'm like, okay, that works for me.
that's
and
like
then,
me with every pop-up
like,
where it's
okay.
like, oh, discount this, that. I'm like, no, where it like says the option, no, I want to pay full price. I click that every time.
I give him my email every time.
So
I'm like, I can't imagine me as like an old lady. Like, I'm gonna get scammed as fuck. Anyways, I said yes. And then they started doing picnics, and they just were going to coffee shops together. And I'm like, wait, this is so cute. I don't have friends out here. Like, I need to like hang out with you. And so I just said, yeah, I'll like join your pyramid scheme. Why not? Like, y'all are killing it. And then I fell for the whole like, oh, she's making like more than her husband. They're going on vacation. She's bought a house. She just had babies. And I'm like, cool. Where did I even start with this? How did I get here?
I don't know, but I know where we're going.
Where are we going?
Adult friends.
Oh, wait. But no, where did we start here?
Cheddar and the cat.
Cheddar and the cat.
And then I don't know why you
And
started
then-
where you're like, oh, at this point, it was when I adopted Cheddar, and you're like, oh, at this point I was part of a pyramid scheme.
I'm so sorry. I have actually no idea where this
It was when you were
from.
driving up to me
I had an
to get
idea.
Winston.
Yes. Okay. This is how it all connects together. They were like, you gotta come to our headquarters festival in Vegas. We all do this every year. And I'm like, bet I'm in. Like, so many girls together. You guys are all hairdressers, so you could do my hair. Like, amazing. Like, I'll go there. It was like,
I'll go there. Don't you
yeah.
worry.
And so I took off work and I booked the tickets. And I'm like, wait, absolutely not. I'm like, I don't want to be. So the joke is like bartenders become realtors and then they become bartenders again. Like, it's everyone's like projection. And I'm like, wait, I actually don't want that. I can't like make myself the product to sell. Like, and I'm like, how am I supposed to fucking sell shampoo? I'm not a hairdresser. And so I did that. I did that for a week. And then I had that time off and I'm like, wait, fuck it. Like, I'd much rather go to Seattle. So I flew to Seattle, and then Natalie at this point watched the Seattle vlog.
I remember that.
At this point, Natalie already had Winston with her as like a little kitten, and she was gonna drive down with me.
Wait, that wasn't the Seattle vlog. Oh, that doesn't matter. But...
Not Seattle vlog, because I drove up there.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, she already had Winston and she was going to bring him down for Thanksgiving, but this was September. So I'm like, let's just go get my cat early. So we drove up, I flew up, and then I drove back down with Natalie.
Where did I pick you up?
At the airport.
Which airport? The Pullman one? I don't think you flew into Pullman.
I don't think I flew into Pullman. I don't think I flew into Seattle either.
I don't remember. She ended up,
I don't know.
She ended up in Pullman.
Did I fly in the Coeur d'Alene?
We went to Coeur d'Alene.
I don't know where I flew into. But anyways, actually, I only went to visit you, and then I met Winston, and I'm like, I need to bring you home with me. Like, and I convinced her to drive home with me.
Was under the impression that he was yours the whole time.
Well, no. But I'm like, I need him now. I don't want him to like get bigger you the next like 2 months while I don't have him. And so we decided to drive back down, and that was crazy.
It was quite the road trip.
Because if you don't know, Natalie has asthma. And so there are a lot of
being wheezy.
A lot of fires going on. I watched a semi almost hit a cow in the middle of farmland. Like, it was a crazy drive. And the one rule was we have to keep the windows up because Natalie has asthma and everything is on fire right now. So I don't remember the exact fires, but I think this was like 2021. Maybe 2022?
2021.
2021. And we're driving down September 2021.
No, it's 2022.
September 2022. We're driving down, and all of a sudden we're probably like 7-8 hours in, and we're like, did you fart? We're like, no. Did you fart? And we're like, no. Like, why does it smell so bad?
It didn't smell so bad. It was the worst smell I've ever smelled in my entire life.
I actually couldn't breathe. Like, I thought we were gonna crash the car. It smelled so bad. And so we were like, but we can't open the windows. And so, like, we tried for like, it was probably like 30 minutes though. Like, we kept the windows up for like 30 minutes, just like gagging. And we got to the nearest gas station, like sprayed down his cat carrier. Like, we were like, you can't go back in there. Like, that's a safety hazard.
I was ready to throw that cat carrier out.
We kept trying to walk him at every like,
because he wanted to get out, but then we'd put him on the ground and he was scared.
He was like Velcro to the ground. Like, I can't walk. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, that was the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I got Winston and avoided a pyramid scheme. This is quite the episode. We didn't have anything prepared, and
no,
we're just chatty Cathy's over here.
It's the wine.
I'm hearing like things around us, and it's
Winston and the
outside
dogs.
in the dark. Yeah.
Adult friends. So you tried to make adult friends by joining a pyramid scheme.
I did.
How did that work for you? We lost
Not very
the crackers.
well. Okay, not only did I lose
the crackers
like the potential friends, but now I'm like, I can't go back to her. Like, best hairstylist in this area, but now I'm like, I can't go back to her because like, that's kind of shady. I don't like the idea of you selling your friends on like joining your pyramid scheme. But B, like, you're a really good hairdresser, but now like I started it and then I quit. Like, I can't go back to you as a hairdresser no matter how much I enjoyed like your product.
Yeah.
Back to square one. At least I have Natalie.
Yes, but yeah, making adult friends is difficult. But
have you done it?
I have. So I live in Ridgecrest. If you know Ridgecrest, you know. It's also just like a tiny town in the middle of the desert. Kind of just seems like it's 10 years behind everywhere else in the world. So I was like, oh no, how am I gonna make friends here? And I joined an MMA class. Well, because I would go to the gym on the military base all the time. And one of the trainers there, who would always see me working out, he's like, okay, like, you lift like really well and this and that. But he was like, but you should come to this MMA class. Like, and I was always just like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't know. And then I finally went. First class was very, very weird, I will say. We did push-up chains, which is basically like human centipede push-ups.
That's disgusting.
It's basically like a bunch of people chained together and they do one collective push-up. So you're lifting up everyone else's weight.
Are you laying on your back and then lifting up their feet?
No, you're laying on the ground in push-up position. Your legs are on someone else's shoulders. Their legs are on someone else's shoulders. Their legs are on someone else's shoulders. So everyone is, if you're in the front, you're just lifting up yourself. But if you're behind someone, you're lifting up yourself and their weight. So like if you're in the middle, it's the hardest. So I was like, this is a weird class.
Oh, and then it's also sort of like abs because your feet are like balancing on their shoulders.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's a lot of conditioning. It's a very fun class though. I enjoy it. But basically that's how I ended up making friends, because I had to show up, and the first day he made me fight everyone in the class. So
yeah. And she has so many adult friends in somewhere she's been living like for a very little while. I think it's, I don't know,
because I was like, how do you make adult friends? And you just do it by doing activities that you enjoy.
Yeah.
With other people.
And you make friends. I will say, I'm about to pee my pants. So this might be the end for us. Tate, this is my food, not yours. You already ate. I gave you dinner hours ago.
Zion did not have dinner yet.
No! Oh my god, you sneaky little bitch. I love you though.
Sorry for the chewing.
Yeah. Everybody's crunching around here. That being said, I think that's all for the pod tonight.
I think that's all.
You probably won't be seeing much of this girl for the next couple of weeks. Couple of episodes. She's going to be on the move. Up in serial killer territory, aka Washington. Better be careful. up there.
Them cereal colors better be careful.
And I'll be here still. So scoot, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week. If you like this episode, please give it a big thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. If you're not, why not? You missed a lot, honestly. Don't you want to check out my eyebrows? Don't you want to look at me?
And watch us eat crackers.
And watch us eat crackers and yell at dogs. Like, you're missing a lot, gotta be honest. But if not, if you're watching on any other platform, please rate and review our podcast. Share us with a friend. And tune in next week. Thanks again. Scoot.
Scoot.
We out.
Doggos.
2 wheels are better than 4. From the mountains to the shore, fun is rolling up to the pub. We're 17 Scooters Club.